wanted to share with you how I overcome one of my main insecurities in life. I'm not a dermatologist, nor I am planning to become one. I am just sharing you with this video because I want to share with you all the information that I've acquired all over the years. So if you want a really fact-based, no mistake advice, just go to a dermatologist because those people have studied the human anatomy for a lot of years. If you just want to know the process of how I got rid of those acne and all the products, procedures that I've used, just jump around the video. But if I would define acne, it's just more than the appearance, but also the feeling of having it. If you have acne, most especially those cystic ones, you would know that it's very painful, it's very stinging. We can't really choose how the skin will recover. Sometimes magiging lubog-lubog and sometimes just discoloration. So we started having acne when I was in grade 6 and grade 7. I was 12 years old and above, but during my 6th grade and 7th grade, it's just pure whiteheads. I didn't have those cystic ones, so it's just pure whiteheads, and I didn't really care about it because it wasn't so visible. But if you get to touch all whiteheads, especially in my forehead, you can really feel the rough texture on the skin. But anyway, I didn't really care because I was so young, and the societal standards of beauty, I don't care about it all when I was young. But when I turned 14, all those whiteheads, it became cystic ones, it became those reddish painful ones. That's when I was really insecure about it. You know, we would all experience all those classroom discussions when we were in high school about acne. I was so ashamed about it because usually all of my classmates have clear skin and I have a lot of acne. I was so insecure. And another phenomenon that added up to that insecurity was that my English teacher back then used to tell us that if you have acne, it will make you less cuter, or basically it will just make you ugly. Knowing that I was a teenager at that time, I easily absorbed the idea that having acne will make me ugly. And I think that I have brought that insecurity and that thought up until my college years, which was today. And it's not just an insecurity, it affected my self-esteem, my confidence. All those opportunities that I had when I was in high school, I let it go because I'm afraid to face people. Even on the camera, I'm afraid to stand in front of the stage to perform because I was so ashamed of all of those reddish cystic acne that are all over my face, and the people would comment on how I have a lot of it. Just basically it affected everything that I have, and I didn't get to improve my talent and my skills just up until now that I'm still really trying to pay the consequences of my high school actions because I adapted the societal standards of beauty. When I was in 8th grade, when the insecurity finally kicks in, I started going to pharmacies to buy some over-the-counter products that could be used on the face. So, some face washes, moisturizers, and all that. I also tried buying products based on the brand because that's what they all say, but now it's not how you buy skincare products. It's not based on the brand, but more on the ingredients and the actives that the products contains. Aside from over-the-counter products, I also tried using products that you can find in the kitchen. All those baking soda that you put on your face, but I've realized now that it's not really right because those are kitchen ingredients. If you could solve acne as easy as putting kitchen ingredients on your face, why would dermatologists bother studying about it for a lot of years? So it's not really right to put bawang, sibuyas, or suka on your face. So it's better to consult dermatologists if no over-the-counter products works on you. So I went to a derm and I thought it was the best time to go because it's quarantine, we don't have classes. I won't be bothered by the schedule of the consultation because if you finally decided to consult, you have to commit to the process. You have to go to the follow-up checkups and use all those products and the regimens that was prescribed for you. So the first consultation it was a Saturday. The dermatologist asked me about my skin, if it was oily. So he said it was just oily on the T-zone. She also asked me if I have the acne on the back, which I have, but it wasn't severe, it was just mild. But my face, I was diagnosed with moderate acne on the face and mild on the back. She prescribed me some one topical, and oral products to use. So what are those topical products? Number one is a sulfur soap with tea tree oil. It's basically a bar soap, and I use it to wash my face on mornings and night. Next is benzoyl peroxide or BPO in 5% concentration, I think. Anyway, it was benzoyl peroxide. I use it to dry my existing acne. It helps in unclogging the pores. And then after that, I use clindamycin phosphate. Now, clindamycin phosphate that I was talking about is an antibiotic. When you say antibiotic, you have to use it under the supervision of a physician. Why? Because it has a public health consequences when antibiotics are misused and they are not be taken properly. There's what we call the risk of an antibiotic resistance. So basically, bacteria become resistant to certain antibiotics. So what will happen is there's a high chance that 50 years or even 10 years from now, the antibiotics that once worked in killing a particular bacteria won't work anymore, and that's a very serious public health phenomena right now. It has a lot of consequences both for you personally and for the people, for the public health. And next is I was prescribed with a Citranex. So that Citranex was in the tube. I think it was for the brightening of the dark spots of the face. After that, during the daytime, I have to put sunscreen on the face because if you are on acne medication, there's a high chance of burning and sensitivity to light. So sunscreens are really important, and even if you're not under acne medication, it's very important for you to wear sunscreen. The oral ones is the Doxycycline. I take it once a day. So that Doxycycline is also an antibiotic, so don't use it without the guidance of a physician. So that was the first consult, and the second consult was after 14 days, and I had a peel of the skin to brighten the brown spots. Now after that, I came back after 1 month and I was prescribed with another topical regimen. So one of them is Neosatra Illuminating Serum. It was for the brightening of the face. Also, I was prescribed glycolic acid. If you would remember, the soap that I used to clean my face before was the sulfur soap with tea tree oil. The derm changed the product into a glycolic soap because we are under the brightening phase of the treatment, because we finally cured the pimple, so it was time for us to finally improve the dark spots. So I was prescribed with the Neosatra Illuminating Serum, the benzoyl peroxide. Before I used it all over the face, but now it was just on the affected areas. After another 2 weeks, I came back. I had a peel, and then after the peel, I was given an Endocare concentrate and then berber cream. So that berber cream again was also for the improvement of the skin discoloration. After that, I came back again. After 2 weeks, it was finally the end of my Doxycycline intake. So I read on an article that the maximum time frame for Doxycycline was just 3 months. On October 24, I finished my Doxycycline intake time frame, and that was it. So we switched to another oral medication, which is called Skizin. Skizin is very mild oral medication that was intended for people with mild acne, because my acne that time wasn't moderate, but it was mild now because I have gone through a lot of treatments. As for my back, since derm asked me if I still wanted to improve the back, I didn't have pimples but more on the whitehead. So she recommended for me to take an isotretinoin. Isotretinoin is a very dangerous drug, and just like antibiotics, you shouldn't buy that from anyone because I think it is a teratogenic drug, meaning if you're pregnant and if you're taking isotretinoin, it will affect the development of the fetus. So don't ever buy from online shop. And then on December 5, I came back again and I was given a pigment controller. It was still again for the improvement of the dark spots. As of now, as I am recording it, I'm still under medication. My medication right now is I'm on my 3rd month of isotretinoin, but it was just a low dose isotret. I take one 10 mg tablet per day, contrary to other people with severe acne. I'm taking isotretinoin, I'm taking Skizin, and I still have a pending peel from my derm. So as of now, I'm still under medication, but I just wanted to share with you the amazing journey that I had and how I finally get to improve upon that insecurity that has been bothering me for a year. Thank you for watching this, and I hope you wouldn't be bothered by all of the beauty standards set upon by the society, because we are all beautiful with or without acne. And thank you for sharing this journey with me.